Okay, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'll be doing a general reading today for the collective. The intention for this reading is twin flames and separation. So the only caveat for that is that you are aware of twin flame energy and you are separated from it. You're not in union with the energy right now within another person. Okay, I'm sort of just feeling that that's the message. Those are the messages that have been wanting to come through lately, mostly because of the retrograde. And as I'm doing this reading, even though they are timeless, they're intended to be timeless, meaning whenever you come upon them, if it speaks to you, it's your message. But right now, the energies are, we're ending the retrograde on the 20th of November. It stations direct. We do have a shadow phase that can still mess with us, but and then we're also shifting out of Scorpio season and into Sagittarius season from the 21st to the 22nd. So that's notable. You should feel a big shift in energy. Yeah, a good shift for the positive. So I'm feeling called to use the energy oracle cards. Remember, when I do these readings, you can feel free to flip the characters around. And if you're a cross watcher, just be aware that the message may be directly about you. Anyway, let's see the other person's energy. Angel of Love in reverse. And your energy is walking away in reverse. Interesting, fire sign. All right, so let me read it. Angel of Love. 49. And this is reversed. It's a really beautiful card. It says, in the reverse position, the Angel of Love could indicate a possible disconnect in matters of the heart. While this sometimes signifies a divorce or separation, it could also imply an emotional rift where two people stay connected on a superficial basis, yet at a deeper level seem to be going their own ways. Interesting. In this position, the angel can also refer to an old separation if the longing remains alive in one person's heart. Who might that be, fire sign? If you find yourself unable to let go, this loving angel is telling you it's time to release any toxic or unrequited attachment you may be holding on to. The universe is waiting for you to free your heart and open your life to the fully present and honoring love that you so rightly deserve. So look in the mirror and see the angel of love there with you. Know that you are worthy of this tender emotion from yourself and others. So that's the message to the other person. Is if they have been in sort of that feeling that the love is unrequited from you or from the person they're with. They need to let that go. But I do feel that it's mainly about your connection, since I'm calling in the energies for twins and separation. And before I read, this is 27. Before I read it, it's interesting to me that I was thinking what made me want to do these readings is the fact that the truth about law of attraction is what you focus on is what the universe gives you back. If you're focused on separation, you get more separation. If you focus on self-love and finding wholeness for yourself, then any parts of you that are missing will be returned to you. Do you see how that works? So I almost feel like that's the message for this person is, let go and turn it over. And then maybe if they're still pining for you, you will be returned. And if you're doing the same thing on your end, they will be returned. I hope that makes sense. And that is exactly the energy of why I felt called to do this reading. It's showing up in these two cards. All right, so this was in reverse, which is this card. Reverse signals that you may be feeling very stuck in some present situation or location. There may be a job or a relationship that no longer resonates with you, yet out of habit or perhaps fear, you allow yourself to stay when it might be healthier to consider walking away. Habit and familiarity are compelling forces, often causing people to ignore their intuition, even dishonor their genuine feelings. This is a time of honest investigation. Consider all of the factors in the present situation. Perhaps the timing isn't quite right, and there may be some purpose in staying a little while longer. Don't deceive yourself about your motivations, however. Fear-based decisions don't often work out in your highest interests. You may also be stuck in a long-term personal habit or unhealthy pattern. Be aware that you always have the option and the responsibility to let go of any thought or behavior that no longer honors you. Whenever you walk away from negativity, you always move toward greater happiness. So, you might be in a relationship that's more karmic or something that doesn't feel very fulfilling, that keeps you thinking about the twin energy that is not present in your life, and you're just staying there because of familiarity. This is saying, have the courage to face that reality and walk away. But I also like the comment about being stuck in a long-term habit or unhealthy pattern. And if you're obsessing about the, being in separation from the twin, that's the same message they're receiving. Let it go. Let it go. Turn your attention to yourself and your personal growth, and asking for the universe to deliver, or spirit or whoever, to deliver wholeness to you. The minute you say, all I want is to be whole, it's amazing what can transpire. So consider that. Especially because we have a new moon coming up, if you're watching this in November 2019, on the 26th. And that is a good time for intention setting. So you can set new intentions. Yeah, we release what doesn't serve us at the full moon. We set our intentions on the 26th and work towards manifesting it. And then when the full moon comes, we let go of whatever unhealthy attachments we have, any patterns, habits, or relationships that are no longer serving us. But the new moon on the 26th would be a good time to set your intention that what you desire is to be whole, to feel whole, not like some part of you is missing, even though that's how many of us feel when we're in separation. I get it. Here is the underlying energy for this connection. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, there's some withholding here, some holding back. I'm doing a little bit of a different spread, so I'm just going to lay it out. This is you. This is the other person. Yeah, they're in the middle of a tower moment. The connection, Ten of Swords. Yep, feels like it's long since been over for this connection. Fire sign. Challenge. There you are. And we have how this person feels about you. Yeah, it's been a burden for them, how you feel about them. Page of Wands is sort of, you're still feeling like you want to give them a message of passion. You miss the passion. And the advice, Seven of Swords. Get out of Dodge. I'll explore these further. But right now, I feel like the overall energy is there's withholding here, and that feels like one or both of you is holding back. I get the impression that it's you. And I'll tell you why. Because you come in here as the Knight of Pentacles. That means you want to take action. You're moving toward taking action, but it's been so slow going. How you've come upon your decision of whether or not to take action and reach out to this person. So the energy here is slow. It's deliberate. It's grounded. You're in reality here, but it's going slow. What you don't know is, and there's withholding here. It's almost like you've been holding back and they've been holding back. But what you don't know is that they're going through this tower moment. You might know, but I'm guessing that for many of you, you don't know. And that the connection here between you has been over. You ended a cycle. And the challenge is this King of Wands energy. Might be some control, power dynamics, power tripping between you. Like who's going to make the first move kind of energy. Who's going to take the action? Tell me more about the Four of Pentacles. Yep, there's Tower. Yeah, this person's holding back. They're going through a Tower moment. That means that this is that person's energy is the holding back. So the universe is telling you something's going on behind the scenes that you're unaware of. Yeah. And the Tower is Aries energy, so this could be happening to an Aries. They could be an Aries. But it could be about you, Aries. It could be about you. Show me why the Tower's here. There's Leo comes on the scene. So the Tower energy, the Tower, this is their energy right now. And it's happening to make way for this happiness. There's going, this, even though it's a Tower moment and this person is probably suffering, okay? They're not feeling the love right now. Okay, that was in reverse. I get the impression that it's all for the better. Why is that Knight of Pentacles here? Why are you the Knight of Pentacles, fire sign? Why is that here? Now remember, you can shift these energies around if you need to. Yeah, you're ready to move toward this total abundance, but you're moving very, very slowly. Look, you're moving toward it. Total abundance, happy, stable, grounded, abundant life, wanting the marriage, the kids, the dogs, the boats, the cars, the whatever, right? Wanting the assets, all the trappings that come with what you consider to be your idea of a full connection. Now those ideas are shifting as we're all ascending. The notion of conventional relationships is being wiped out. And here, like, we've got that energy. Now, this could be you in your Aries energy. It could be you having the Tower moment. If that's true, you know that the message here is sometimes it's best to walk away. But I'm going to continue to read it the way that I intended to. This being you, this being the other person. But you can feel free to flip the characters around. Ten of Swords. Why is the Ten of Swords here? Yeah. Ten of Swords. Some truth came out. Some King Swords came. The truth was revealed. Lots of clarity, but it's sort of, it was delivered without emotion. The King of Swords energy, and it sort of blew apart the hope and faith, but this is a healing card. So I almost feel like the Ten of Swords is what happened between the connection. All right. And it happened because a truth came out. A pretty powerful truth came out. And now there's a period of healing. Now you got to keep hope and faith. That's also what the star energy is about. But I think that for this, being on top of the Ten of Swords, it's about healing from whatever truth came out. That is Aquarius energy. Tell me why the King of Wands is here, crossing the connection. Hollow victory. So something went down. You had this Ten of Swords. I almost feel, here's what I feel, fire sign. I feel like this is you laying here. This was done to you. This person, some truth came out and it just obliterated you. It leveled you. It was your dark night of the soul. With regard to some truth, the connection is in this phase of healing, and what's crossing it is this King of Wands, which would be fire energy, and a hollow victory. So another fire sign may have been involved. And the Five of Swords, I mean, it's winning at a cost. So someone felt victorious here, but the win was hollow. The victory was hollow. I've said, I think in previous readings, it's like winning the battle but losing the war. Ten of Wands, please. This is how they feel about you. It's been a burden. Yeah, a heartbreak. They're heartbroken too. I still feel it's you that got, maybe both of you, the whole relationship was just, the truth came out, it leveled the relationship. Healing is taking place right now. However, that truth came out, and some person felt victorious, but it was hollow. This person, feels they're heartbroken about you. They're heartbroken. Page of Wands, please. Queen of Cups. You feel like you'd like them to come in with a message of passion, and because you're in this Queen of Cups energy of, you're open to it. You're open to the reconciliation. You're emotionally available to this person. You would love to either give or receive a message, and it feels like it might be flirtatious, like even though this is serious emotional energy here in the Queen, the way you feel about them is you're okay with starting small. You're okay with it just being, a little message of, a little spark, a small spark. But we've got the Seven of Swords in the advice, and that concerns me. Chariot, Five of Wands, Ace of Cups. So I feel the advice here is that beware of player energy, and on top of that is the Chariot, which is almost, Chariot is Cancerian energy. It could be about a water sign, as I've said before. You're coming in with all this earth energy. They're coming in with a lot of fire energy. We've got Aquarius. You could be dealing with a Cancer. But anyway, I feel like what the message is you can run, but you can't hide. This Chariot isn't moving. And so the advice is neither one of you can make your grand escape, because it either looks like this person is, scaling the side of the mountain to go in and steal stuff, or rappelling down the side of the mountain to get out of Dodge. Right? That's sort of how I feel. Carrying their swords. And so we have this is stuck energy here. It could be that it's stuck energy over some measure of deception that caused a lot of conflict. I think there was deception that caused conflict. You're in a timeout, you're in hold position, and a new opportunity at love comes in. That's the advice. I almost feel like the advice is, you're not going anywhere until we resolve the conflict of this deceptive energy. That's the way it feels to me. What I'd like to do is move into the extended now, and I'm going to look at messages to you from the other person, messages you want to deliver to the other person, any blocks to love here that you might need to overcome, actions to take to remove those blocks or shift that blocked energy, which we already see here with the Chariot, and then the outcome. And if there's any indication of timing, it will show up in the outcome card, like when might this energy shift. But for now, dear fire sign friends, for those of you in separation. I think the most important thing to know is they're going through a dark night of soul right now. It will bring the sun will come out for them, but they're going through a major upheaval at this moment. And they are still carrying a torch for you, but the way they feel about you is it was just too much. It was too much to bear. And the heartache is still too much to bear because they're in this energy now. They're feeling this energy about you, and that's how they feel about you. It's a burden to reflect on that heartache and the way that they went about winning that battle was not fulfilling. Yeah, and there's a little bit of holding back here, a little bit of this Four of Pentacles energy. So I think this person is holding back because they're going through a tower moment. It's pretty powerful. Okay, so this speaks to you and you feel like the storyline is on point, then there will be a link right below to the extended. And as I told you, I'm going to reveal explore the messages from each person and blocks, actions, and outcome. I hope to see you on the other side. Thanks for joining me. Bye, fire sign.